now that we have a Docker image for all of our services, open up Docker Compose, and in here, we're going to add all of these services in here so that we can just say Docker Compose up, and then all of our services will start as a Docker container. So what I want to do first is let's together define both the API gateway as well as Eureka server in here. So what I want to do is I want to create a new service, and I'm going to call this as Eureka dash and then server colon. Then the image will be Amigos code / Eureka server colon and then latest. So this is the latest tag. Then I want to name this container. So container name equals to Eureka dash and then server. Then I want to define the ports, and this is an array of ports, and currently Eureka runs on 8761, and what we're doing here is map 8761 to 8761 on the container. So this port is the host, this is the container. And finally, I want to say that this Eureka server depends on, so underscore on, and this again, it's an array and depends on Zipkin. Now we're not done yet, and I'm gonna basically come back to this in a second, but let's just take this and let's do the same for API gateway. So make sure that it's within the same level, and here Control G and then API GW. So Amigos code, API GW, also latest, container name API gateway, and the port this time is 8083. There we go. And if you don't remember the ports, you can just open up the resources folder, application YAML, and at the very top 8083. So the same for Eureka server. And this time API gateway depends on Zipkin, but also it depends on Eureka dash and then server. And there we go. So what I want to do with you first is I want to make sure that we have both Eureka server and API running together, and then the rest of the microservices, that will be an exercise for you later. Next, let's go ahead and learn about Spring profiles as well as Docker network.